This is crazy. This is crazy. I gotta show you something. This is insane. Dude. What? Here you go. Okay. We need to take a look at this. This is ridiculous. I knew she was evil. I knew it. I don't know if you know who these guys are. What the fuck? The hell? Oh, there you go. There it is. Okay. I don't know if you know who this guy is, but he had a wife and they used to, well, he used to stream and she would like, hang out in the stream. And I never once watched them, mostly because I didn't like her. I thought she was evil from day one. And so I just never watched their streams. They ended up getting divorced, and there was a lot of talk in the background of her trying to ruin his life. And now we're finding out that she was trying to ruin his life. And wait until you hear what she was demanding at the divorce. This is insane.
Cruelty. You can file for adultery, which didn't happen.
Cruelty.
Conviction of a felony, abandonment, living apart, etc. She filed on the grounds of insupportability. Next,
Of course.
award Milena Midtoy-Palom a disproportionate shares of the party's estate for the following reasons, including
Crazy. 30 months.
including
Jesus.
but not
Oh, boy.
limited to. So she wanted more than 50-50.
She wanted 60-40 for his channel that he would live stream on. And she would just be there.
Respondents' economic and financial abuse of
Crazy.
the petitioner. Respondents' failure to
I
permit
knew
access
she
to the
was
party's
crazy.
community property accounts, including for purposes of insight and access to such community funds. Benefits the innocent spouse may have derived from continuation of the marriage.
Wait,
disparity of earning power of the spouses and their ability to
Good.
support earning power, business
all right.
opportunities, capacities, and the
Well, just
ability
because she can't make as much money doesn't mean that he should just be having to pay her. I feel like that's kind of unfair.
of the spouses, nature of the property
Jesus.
involved in the division, waste, and attorney's fees to be of those bullet points that I read off.
Yes.
Next, confirmation of Milena Midtoy's separate property as outlined in the attached spreadsheet, meaning that there's an attached spreadsheet here that has her own
Yeah.
property in it. Makes sense. Next, order
so
Milena
they have another
Midtoy-Palom's
job.
waste claim for Nicholas Michael Palom's excessive expenditures.
So he's
That was
wasting your money.
over $100,000 they had claimed against me. The next thing she wanted, and this is one of the reasons why we had to go to
It's
trial.
his money.
Order Milena Midtoy-Palom's request for post-divorce maintenance for a period of 5 years from February 1st, 2026
Yeah, they don't even have kids.
in the amount of $5,000 a month. So she
So
$5,000 a month.
Oh my God.
That's more than I make. And she was demanding $60,000 a year. They don't even have kids.
What, $5,000 a month?
She
That's
was
like what?
evil.
So that's $60,000 a year. A maintenance fee? Yeah, what is this, a car? It's a car you're not even driving anymore. The fuck's
I don't
the
know.
point of that?
I actually got to this far, and I was gonna listen to this while I was playing Backrooms Lost Tape, but I was like, no, dude, I gotta share this. This is crazy. I'm telling you, I promise you, I saw those two streaming all the time. I would see them on Twitch, and I was like, there's something about that woman I just don't like. I don't know what it is, but I guess my radar was off. I was dead on.
wanted me to pay her $5,000 a month for 5 years.
5 years.
We don't even have kids. Next, and this was the biggest
Jesus.
one, the most
I don't
important
know what
one,
happened.
and it's going to take some time to explain it because this is also why we really had to go to trial. Order Milena Midtoy-Palm be granted a judgment against Nicholas Michael Palm with specific language securing such entrance against the shares and stock held by Nicholas Michael Palm with his interests in OTK Ventures.
Yeah, apparently I never watched his OTK, but obviously Asmongold is involved
OTK
in that because he owns part of OTK, or did when it was around. I'm guessing she was asking for shares or money from
Media
OTK.
and Kings Gaming Labs Incorporated. So
this was, oh my God. Oh my God. The amount of headaches this caused was fucking insane. Let me just say that. Jesus. Your fault. Wait, no, it has nothing to do with me. I didn't do this. I don't have anything to do with this.
this is essentially the crux of
I
the
hope
entire
you
trial.
find a job.
I mentioned earlier that
I've been hearing a lot of shit coming out of Australia, man. Is everything okay over there?
Milena wanted a disproportionate share of the
Yes.
estate. She wanted a 60-40 split of the entire estate.
60-40. So she wanted most of it. Meanwhile, Nick was the one streaming every single day, and Milena would stream with Nick regularly. And Nick was
Yeah.
even okay with giving her 50%.
It's rough
He was
over here,
fine
too.
with that because he acknowledged that.
getting there.
But
That's for damn
60-40?
But it was a
Why
little bit
would
more
you do this?
complicated
I
than
did
that.
not
What
do
she
this.
wanted to do essentially was
This was not my
have her
fault.
60% be all cash
Yeah.
and my 40% be heavily weighted in my OTK shares. She
Yes.
wanted about 90% of the cash reserves.
Dude, I'm all, you know, about me supporting Trump, but right now, those gas prices, dude, those need to go down. I'm getting pissed about all that stuff. Like, I don't know, man. I'm trying to get away from all that stuff because it's just too much of a headache and I have no control over it, you know?
Plus, she wanted me to pay her this post-divorce maintenance. And my 40% would be essentially all in my OTK shares, which
With the
And my
arguing
understanding
of
also
losing
is that
friends.
she also wanted some of that too.
no one really knows what those are worth. This was
said-
the biggest, which
And my understanding also is that she also wanted some of that too.
no one
Jesus.
really knows what those are worth. This was the biggest point of
Yeah.
contention in the trial.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. People used to be like, "Who'd you vote for?" I'd be like, I don't pay attention to politics." Like that was like the normal. Now everybody's just unhinged.
For
Yeah.
me, I don't think
Hopefully.
anyone would have accepted the offer that was presented.
Why did you
in
do
front of
this?
them.
Shut
Essentially, it
up!
would drain me to 10% cash reserves, be in debt a whole bunch of money. So I would put a lot of trust in those OTK shares being worth something someday.
Surely,
So that is just about half of the document. And I don't know if I should
Wait.
say this, but now it gets kind of funny, and I'm going to explain to you why. Up next is a section
What?
called
Now it does. Wait, that's what happened? Like she's getting 60 grand a year for nothing?
income taxes.
I know a
Isn't she the one that cheated?
lot more about this than what's
Oh.
being shown in this video. Let me tell you that, as I said yesterday, whenever I watched the little small cut down of this is not the tip of the iceberg. This is the seagull that is perched on the tip of the iceberg. Okay.
Oh my,
my
God.
Trauma.
That's crazy.
Let me read this for you.
Why does she
Or
get
that any
60K a year?
refunds
How much-
received from the date of
Oh, they made a ton of money. But he started streaming, and then I think because I've literally never seen one of their streams, but I would always see their clips. I'm pretty sure I know he was the one streaming, and then she would like be in the streams sometimes, but it was mainly him. Let me see. What's his name again? What's his- Here we go.
All right, it's time.
See if oh yeah, this is gonna be all over. I know he I know he's like popular. Or at least him and his wife were super popular for a while. Oh, there she is, right there.
Our
So this
site
is
horrible.
So they would stream, well, actually, they would stream in the kitchen all the time. And they would just have this camera propped, and like people would come and visit, and they would cook meals while on there, right? And he would be like the goofy, doing stupid things to make people laugh, and she would be a little more serious sometimes, but she would also join in and be pretty funny.
But most of it's my fault because I cramp up. I can't perform. Melina, what are we doing today? I have no idea.
Today we are reading hate
Pretty
comments.
sure that's
but
her.
We're all gonna guess who the hate comment was directed at, and it's between me.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah. So yeah, Nick Paul. Yeah. Oh, really? I hope so. I really hope so. This guy seems like a genuinely good guy, you know?
Of marriage
He's like one of those people that's super weird, but just wants to be happy, you know?
through the date of divorce be divided equally by the parties,
like
with
it.
Melina Midtoy being entitled to 50% and Nicholas Michael Pollan being
See, Nick Paul reaches divorce agreement with Melina Tootie. I don't know. Following 400,000 legal bill. Wow. But one settlement detail grabs attention. The FDA is quickly coming to major topic discussion online. The PC company, oh boy. Starford Systems was given a different allocation under the agreement. What? So this is what was going on. So Asmongold seemed like out of nowhere stopped becoming a co-owner or whatever of Starford Systems. And I was like, I wonder why. And this is probably why. He probably wanted nothing to do with all this. The settlement has also drawn attention because of the court's decision regarding financial support. During the legal proceedings, Tootie requested $5,000 a month for disposal support for 5 years. That request was ultimately denied. Legal battle itself reportedly came a huge price tag. Dude, she's a streamer too. Get the hell out of here. See? She makes money too. I don't know how much. They put it in here again. $5,000 for 5 years. Meanwhile, some have been focused on spent more than $400,000 on legal fees. So basically, they're out to attack him because he's a man, I'm sure. Because that's just how things go nowadays. You know, all men are evil and blah, blah, blah. So I'm sure she got quite a bit. Let's be honest. You know,
Let's talk about the divorce. So I've been away for quite a while.
He actually, by the way, wanted to go 50-50. And she denied it. She said no. So anything that happens after that is her fault, you know? Oh, really? Oh, wow. She probably wasn't bringing in the cash flow like it used to. Dude, this isn't really like, I think people don't understand. This is not like a moneymaker. Unless you're big, like you're a big streamer, you are not making good money. Period. God, that's crazy. She has 55% of Starford. Well, guess what's going to happen? People are going to find out about all this and they're going to stop buying from. Not only are they going to stop buying from Starford Systems, but because of the market right now, because of AI, um, um, the market right now is in big trouble. Like, we're not going to own our own PCs anymore eventually. I don't know if you saw the Nvidia uh, uh, thing that they had just a couple days ago. Basically, what it's going to come down to is everything's going to be, I think it was like one kind of PC uh, in your place, and it's going to go off of that. That's it. Like, it's kind of like a home theater setup / gaming / TV setup. It's crazy. And yeah, it's stupid. I want to keep making PCs. Plus, all the small businesses are not doing very well. Yeah, there's been a whole thing about it, but Nvidia is out of touch. Like, these systems, by the way, cost like $4,000 or $5,000. Now, coach is realizing his life is over. Why do you need a coach? So lucky I was a man whore before social media got this ridiculous. uh yeah, see, everyone's making videos about Nvidia is abandoning the PC. They're making these, yeah,
I don't.
these
You're not
home.
talking to some.
See if I can find an example.
Stout case.
No, I want to see the example of it. It's like this huge motherboard with a ton of memory on it, memory prices. And yeah, it's
We've ever had
stupid.
with it, right?
But what's the plan?
It's so dumb. I'm not doing it. Not everybody needs a home theater fucking system, you know? I just want to keep my PC.
Being entitled to 50%. So
In fact, I'm curious what Nvidia's stock. Right? Oh, yeah, see. People are pissed. It'll go back up, but yeah. Wow, look at that. Right after that announcement. Zoof. Oh yeah, that's not good. Look at that. And that's just the stuff. I guarantee it's gonna get yeah, it's gonna get down here. Right before it's gonna go right back to where it was before AI. March 2026. January 22nd, 1999. Anyway, okay, sorry.
let me tell you why. At this point, so if there was a tax refund, she would get half of it, I would get half
She
of
gets
it.
taxed.
Oh, it doesn't have a public stock. Is it privately? Oh, okay. TK is OTK One True King Network. Does he still own some of? Oh, that's it. Yeah, no, this isn't the same. Okay, never mind. I guess because it's privately owned. I guarantee you, it's done.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Order
Once
any
people hear
liability
that-
from the date of marriage to the date of divorce be paid solely by Nicholas Palm.
So he
if
has to pay for.
there was a tax bill, I would have to pay for all of the taxes.
So he has to pay all of the taxes, but she gets half of the refund.
What?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Of course.
Yeah.
But if there's a refund, Milena would get half of it.
Yeah. This is good.
Order that
I
the
will
parties
say
file-
they were married, but definitely, they should have just done 50-50. Like, that's it. 50-50, you know? And not only would 50-50 be, fair, well, technically for him, it wouldn't have been fair because he put in more work of making all the money. But he was willing to do 50-50 to just get it over with. And she said no. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Right? Yeah.
file separate tax returns and partitions as January 1st, 2026, and each party be
I
liable.
can't remember who cheated. I think they both ended up cheating on each other, but I can't remember. I remember hearing something about it.
Liable
but
for their own respective
can't
taxes
remember.
for 2026 and each awarded respective returns for 2026. Makes sense to me. Up next, injunctions. And this is where it gets a little bit confusing. I'll try my best to explain it for everyone. Order Nicholas Michael Palm be restrained and enjoined from making any public statements, whether written, verbal, or visual,
Well, that one didn't happen.
regarding the
Yep.
ongoing litigation and the parties' divorce, unless mutually agreed upon
Figured.
in writing by the parties and filed within the court.
Yeah.
So that
I just said
essentially says
nope.
that me, and you notice her name's not there, but me and me alone can't talk about it.
But she
And then
could,
the next line
theoretically.
is, strictly in the event the court does not grant the requested permanent injunction, Milena Midtoy Palm requests the
Permanent.
court after trial on the merits to grant the following permanent injunctions enjoining the parties, their agents, servants, employees, and attorneys. So pretty much everyone involved this is the following injunction. Directly or indirectly disseminating, publishing, or causing to be published, or directly or indirectly requesting a person disseminating or publishing any letter, story, statement, correspondence.
Basically, you can't talk about it. That's pretty.
Forever. Like, that's it. You can never ever talk about it again. Do people not understand? Like, when you do stuff like this, it completely backfires.
Pretty much what she wanted to have happen. She wanted to try to finesse him out of a ton.
Like, guy or chick that does stuff like this, it always backfires because it just shows how much of a control freak you are. Don't let anybody say anything bad about me ever, forever and ever.
Of this money, and then nobody could talk about it or bring it up or say anything. Is a gag order? Yes, basically.
Description or depiction of any kind whatsoever,
But she could
including
talk
on
about
any
it. Yes,
social
but she
media,
could talk
whether
about it.
Yeah, but
fictionalized
she
or
can't.
not, which is or could be
That's
reasonably
crazy.
interpreted to be disparaging, negative, or defamatory in its description of the other party's personal, professional, private,
Yeah.
or family life, including without limitation the
And that was a good. I see why he spent $400,000 on lawyers. This was worth the money
business or the financial
because he's going to come out from this by exposing all this. He's going to make double that because of this.
affairs of the other party.
We
So
talk
essentially,
more?
anyone
I
involved
can.
with me whatsoever could not talk about this divorce.
Yeah.
Spoiler, that did not get granted because obviously we're talking about it now. I'll explain why.
I knew this was happening, and this is the reason why I never made any comments about it until all of this was over. It's because I didn't want to complicate it or add throw a wrench into the system, right? And make anything like that happen. That's why I never said anything
And then
about
he
it.
can't say anything.
That didn't get granted because essentially that's an infringement on my First Amendment right to the Constitution of the United States
Yeah.
of America, which is freedom of speech. Milena
yeah.
Midtoy Palom requests the court order Nicholas Michael Palom to pay reasonable
That beautiful First Amendment,
attorney's fees, expenses, and costs through trial.
Yes.
And
which I think we're the only country left that still has the First Amendment.
appeal.
So
and
he has to pay
a
for
judgment
everything.
should be rendered.
So he has to pay all the taxes. He has to pay all the fees. He has to give her all the cash, and he also has to pay her for 5 years. And what does she have to do? Oh, nothing. Oh, okay. Right. Of course.
favor of Milena Midtoy Palom against
So
Nicholas Michael Palom.
basically, what she did is go all in, and then to see what she could get back. I think that's exactly what she did. Do everything possible to fuck him over, and then let the judge decide on what is fair.
Going to be ordered to pay directly to Milena Midtoy Palom. Milena Midtoy Palom
Boy.
request post-judgment interest as allowed
No, they
by
didn't
law.
have a kid.
Also, it says Milena Midtoy Palom requests the court deny any and all of Nicholas Palom's requested relief filed with the court. So that's a lot. I'll explain quickly what she wanted. She wanted a 60-40 split because of her reasons listed. She wanted me to pay her $5,000 a month for 5 years. She wanted
$60,000
the majority
a year.
of my
like a
part
job.
of the split to be locked up in my OTK shares. She wanted me not to be able to talk about the case whatsoever. She wanted the
Because
things about-
here's the other thing too, is that it obviously, like, the divorce and everything definitely made Nick look bad. Like, it
More money, more problems.
100% made Nick look bad, and people had, like, because obviously some of this stuff was made public prior to this, and he couldn't make any comments on it, and people had come to conclusions that were wrong, basically. I mean, just literally wrong conclusions, and in the process of that, it made him look bad, and it made Milena look good, and so she wanted to set it up to where he could never correct the record, which is crazy,
Yep.
especially as somebody who is a public figure, right? Insane to
Yeah.
even say that.
about taxes. She also wanted me to pay her lawyer fees. So what did I want? Let's get into it. It's not going to be as long as what she wanted, so we'll keep it plain as possible. I'll read it as is, just like I did with hers. Number one, grounds of divorce. Nicholas Michael Palom requests that the court be granted a divorce on the grounds of insupportability.
So he
There's
just
that
wanted the
word again,
divorce.
insupportability. This is the only thing that we agreed upon in the entire case, which is good.
Okay.
It really is. Next, division of
What is that? What's in
community property.
supportability?
Nicholas Michael Palom requests that the court divide the community estate in a manner that the court deems just in right as provided by law and set out in Exhibit A attached hereto. So Exhibit A is essentially a exhibit with spreadsheets, and it ends up being a
Yeah.
50-50 split down the middle. Stocks, shares,
Yeah.
cash, everything. Next, separate property. Nicholas Michael Palom requests that the court confirm and assign his separate property to Nicholas Michael Palom as set out in Exhibit A attached
Were these
hereto.
Basically, you both agree that neither party did something wrong.
So my
Pokemon
stuff
cards?
is my stuff. Milena also had her stuff. Her stuff is her stuff, which makes sense to me. Next, waste and reconstitution. Nicholas Michael Palom requests the court to find that Milena Midtoy Palom has committed waste on the community and to reconstitute what ought be the actual existing value of the estate as a part of the court's just and right division of the community estate as set out in Exhibit A attached here too. So just the waste claim, essentially she had one against me, so I had one against her. I'm not trying to get into the gritty details of that.
Yeah,
Next,
I actually
attorney's
don't know about
fees.
that.
Order Milena Midtoy Palom pay a portion of Nicholas Michael Palom's attorney fees, expenses, and costs, rendering a judgment against Milena Midtoy Palom in favor of
I'm guessing the judge said no on both.
Kirker Davis LLP, attorneys for Nicholas Michael Palom,
kinda
and order
rare
Milena Midtoy
to get
Palom
attorney's
to pay
fees.
such a judgment directly to Stephen W. Payne and Kirker Davis LLP, who
That's like
may
a legal firm.
enforce the judgment in attorney's own name with post-judgment interest as allowed by law.
What is
Attorney's
waste in
fees.
this context?
And
He
then
didn't
my last thing
elaborate.
that I asked for, request for Milena Midtoy Palom. Nicholas Michael Palom requests that all relief requested by Milena Midtoy Palom be denied. So essentially what I'm asking for
That's
in
just-
this is a clean
you don't have to give her money.
50-50 split down the middle. just like I wanted back in April and March of 2025. What we have here is the court's ruling. This is what everyone's been waiting for, so let's just go ahead and get right into it.
All right.
Dear counsel, from January 12th, 2026 to January 13th, 2026, the court presided over this case and took it under advisement. The ruling of the court is as follows. Divorce is granted on the grounds of insupportability. It's good.
Done.
That's what I wanted. That's what Milena wanted. It's a no-fault divorce. Next, division of
That's what
community
I did.
property. 50% to Mr. Palom and 50% to Miss Palom,
Good.
with the exception
That's how
of
it should
King's
be.
Gaming Lab, Starforge.
Yeah, dude. What was I gonna say? Oh, you could have just done 50-50 from the very beginning, like he wanted, and you could have all saved your money.
Yes.
Ordered to be split
Unbelievable.
55% to Miss Palom and 45% to
ridiculous.
Mr. Palom. The court finds that the disproportionate share of those funds are warranted due, number one, the disparity of the earning power, number two, nature of the property involved, and three, waste. So let me explain before everyone gets all excited what
I think that was complete bullshit, by the way. Melina didn't have anything to do with Starforge.
Yeah, of course not.
She didn't have anything to do with him. And how's she getting 55% of his stocks? Which is very odd.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how many videos was Nick in for Starforge? How many videos was Melina in for Starforge?
Done.
I mean,
I do know.
it's outrageous. Like, really, it's crazy.
that means. I have a very small ownership in Starforge. She gets 5% more than I do. And if you do the math, it ends up being about 15K. If you remember during Melena's disposition of issues, she had asked for a 60-40 split because of things like economic and financial abuse of the petitioner. She did not get that. The community estate was essentially just 50-50 split down the middle. With
My understanding is, like, I guess I can reveal this. Nick told me that, like, she had access to all their accounts the whole time during the divorce.
Oh, I bet.
Like, so, like, not only
I don't know how, even without him coming out and talking about the divorce, I don't know how, as someone who never even watched one stream, all I saw was clips. I don't know how anybody thought that this guy was in control of the marriage. Like, you do not know as much as you think you do if you thought this guy was in control. Absolutely not. Just by looking at clips, I knew she was in charge of everything. And the reason why he did it was because he didn't want to fight. And she would probably get crazy. I don't know. Maybe I just have more experience dating so many times. I don't know. But I don't know how people could think this guy, no offense to him, because he seemed like a good guy. But she was always so controlling, and everyone would laugh it off. And there's always some truth, you know?
is this not
Always
true,
some truth to it.
but it wasn't even true during the divorce. So, like, I don't even know the fuck. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it, or I don't remember exactly the way that Nick said it. But like that was my understanding. So like that's not even true. And also, like, she wasn't doing anything really bad. Like, I mean, I don't hate Melena.
Yeah.
She's a nice
Sure.
girl, right? I mean, I honestly, I think the
Push
whole
him
thing
for
is just
more,
really
yeah.
sad. You know, they were together for like 10, 11 years. To have them get divorced is really
Yeah, how can people, like, I went through my divorce, and I still, like, we still say something to it, like, we're still friends. I mean, she's still on my Facebook, for Christ's sakes. She's already been married for a couple of years now. I don't know how people hate, like, the other spouse so much that they can't even come to an agreement. Like, you loved each other for over a decade.
really sad to see that happen. But all
crazy.
that being said, you know, I think it's a little bit outrageous that she would get 55% of his Starforge equity. Like, what the fuck?
exception of Starforge, which is about a $15,000 extra towards Melania. And it makes sense to me. I will probably earn more than her going forward, and that seems pretty fair to me. Up next, and this is
whose
very,
fault
very,
is
very
that?
important because it has to do with my shares, Nick and NNP LOL are designated as constructive trustee for Miss Palom's interest. So what that means, I don't have to send her my shares. I don't have to send her cash for the shares. I will hold her shares in my name until they're sold, if and when they're sold. So that was a big deal for me. Doesn't put me in generational debt, and if they sell, they sell. Up next, attorney's fees denied. Each party pays their own attorney's fees. Motion to seal the court records.
It is very rare to have a judge rule on attorney's fees. Really rare. That's not a big deal.
Denied. Injunctions denied. Post-divorce maintenance denied.
Well, problem is that they already, they tried to seal the court records prior to this, but they got out.
Where did this happen? Texas. Oh, wait, no. Indiana? Times of India. So, Indiana. Times of India. Oh, damn. Twitch streamer, blah, 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 blah. I think it was in Texas, actually. Now that I'm thinking of it. If it was Texas, then all this makes sense. Or Florida. Florida doesn't do the whole spousal support thing anymore. Or at least if they do it, it's temporary. They don't do the spousal support. That's like for life. I know a bunch of older women that were like on lifetime spousal support were like super pissed off when that got ruled or like when that came into law. What was their name? Oh, there it is. Nick. No, I mean Austin, Texas. That's what I thought. Oh wow. I was just saying I don't know how people can love each other for that long and not even be like, I can understand if you're getting cheated on, you have some kind of resentment, but I would be able to like put that aside for a second and come to an agreement and say, okay, 50-50, whatever. Can you just leave? Like, I mean, like, not be so, okay, you can't say anything forever. I get 60 ever. I get you're paying me 60,000, like try and completely ruin that person's life. It's like you guys were in love for over a decade. You can't be an adult and just agree to 50-50. I don't know how people get like that. It's crazy.
And the narrative was against Nick. And so I guess then they wanted to seal it to begin with. And then after, right? So then he could never correct the record.
I think it was mostly
that
her to
means me not
to
being
be
able to talk
honest,
about the
I think
case
it
was
her
denied.
mostly.
And the $5,000 a month for 5 years that Milena wanted was also denied. She did not get that. Each party is to keep credit card in its debt in their own name. Each party to keep household furnishings in their possession. So all this stuff in this house is mine. All the stuff in hers is hers. Each party to keep their jewelry and personal items. So for example, that necklace that I wore, I get to keep. Pokemon card collection to be divided equally.
Welcome
I don't know nothing
to
about
millennial divorces.
that. Yeah, good point.
That's right.
Oh,
Welcome to millennial divorce. Yep, he had to cut every card in half.
You know what's funny? I used to get Pokemon cards back in like 1999, 1998. and absolutely like as soon as I saw them and I saw how they played, I was like, I'm not. No. And I stopped hanging out with my friend because of it. I thought it was such a nerdy thing. I went to they were playing Dungeons and Dragons or something like that. This was back in the day, man, 1998, 1999. And yeah, I just thought it was super nerdy.
And give half of it to Molina.
Mr. and Mrs. Pollum to each keep their own online skins. Magic the Gathering card collection to be divided.
God.
Divided equally. The Super 73 bike.
And give half of it to
Say
Molina.
that again. Please say that again.
Mr. and Mrs. Pollum to each keep their own online skins. Magic the Gathering card collection to be divided equally. The Super 73 bike is awarded to Miss Pollum. Each party to keep ownership of their own social
Oh,
media
man.
accounts. 2023
Not
Cadillac
the
Escalade
Magic
is
the
awarded to
Gathering
Miss
cards.
Pollum. 2021 Nissan GTR is awarded to me.
Wait, she got the Escalade? Oh, shit.
Yeah, of course she did. But she don't even have the money to fucking fund it. What? Online skins. That's wild. What I never thought in my lifetime I would see each party gets to keep their own skins. Online skins.
Damn.
So that was
Wow.
the court's ruling. To summarize,
You got the
it was
GTR?
essentially
Yeah.
the same exact
gets the
offer that I had
Escalade.
offered her back in
Why?
March and April of 2025, with the exception of the extra 15K.
No, it was a
this
nice car.
court case lasted well over a year. It cost over $400,000 in lawyer fees, expert fees, and in my opinion, most of it was unnecessary. But I
I said
had
this
to
yesterday, I'll say it again. It cost actually millions of dollars because of all the lost revenue. Like, this massively damaged Nick's career. He wasn't able to work for an entire year. And
Yeah.
now that he is able to work again, like he's working on the back foot after, you know, the partial leaks of this information was framing him in a negative light. So really, you're not even thinking about, like, if you're only talking about the fees, you're not thinking about the opportunity cost of the time. And also, like, I mean, let's be real, right? Emotional damage too.
Lottery
So
tickets.
yeah, it was completely unnecessary. Can't he sue her for all that lost income? No, he can't. We talked about that before, and so no, that's not.
All right, well that's over with. Jesus, what a mess. So every payday I will buy one. Okay, there's an app where you can buy lotto tickets depending on your state. And I buy $25. I deposit $25 worth. And I'll buy New York Lotto, which is about a couple million. I'll buy one of those, one pick 10, which is 500,000, and then two take 5, which is 50,000. And each day I buy one of each, and I still haven't won over $20. But once that goes to zero, I don't buy anymore. So the next payday, no, not next payday, the payday after. So every other payday, I do it. Because your odds of buying one ticket versus, 20 tickets, 30, 40, 50 tickets is like 0.001%. It's next to nothing. So you might as well just buy one ticket each day until you run out. I think that's what they said. Anyway. Not sure why I told you that, but this got an update. I didn't even know about that. There are entities in this one. A lot of entities. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. There's a few. Okay. Well, then how do I? Oh, maybe my safe game is gone. Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, I think it's Nicholas.
My
Not
name is
the bet-
Nicholas, and today I voluntarily commit to entering the back rooms under the auspices of the SCP Foundation. This statement acknowledges the inherent risks of the mission and attests to my resolve. The purpose of this incursion is singular: to locate my brother, Josh, who is missing in these unknown and presumably dangerous regions. I am fully aware that my safety cannot be guaranteed by the SCP Foundation. The conditions will be adverse.
You hear me
And
walking
the return
around?
is uncertain. I voluntarily assume this risk with full knowledge of the possible consequences, including personal injury, loss, or even fatality. Additionally, I authorize the SCP Foundation to use any data or findings made by me during the mission for research and development purposes.
Okay, we get it, dude.
This testimony serves as my irrevocable acceptance of the mentioned conditions and the obligations I undertake in participating in this exploration. May the information collected contribute to the
You
understanding.
don't need to go in this
future
much
safety
depth.
and
It's just like making TikTok videos. Like you got to know when to back rooms. Sorry, I forgot to. No tape. Oh, what the? Gotta know when to cut it. So I'm making the tape. There's 3 more tapes after this, but I just haven't got to it. I played like maybe a couple hours of this and then just never played it again. I think. SCP. I like how they joined SCP Foundation and Backrooms. The fact that it took that long to do it is pretty crazy. Okay, maybe they did work on graphics. So, I think there's something missing.
Nicholas, as soon as you're ready, grab your backpack and get into the elevator, and then we'll start counting. Your backpack contains some supplies and equipment that you will need on your journey. You are also equipped with an interdimensional walkie-talkie, on which you can contact our headquarters whenever you need to. We have
Very
also
convenient.
equipped your suit with a VHS tape recorder. The analog form of recording will be a more reliable option than digital in this case, given the excessive interference during trips.
That sounds like a you problem there, Wolf. It's gross. What was I looking for? Now you got me all messed up. Thinking about beavers.
Activating the energy
There we go.
module in 5, 4, 3,
Panda says hi.
1.
I don't know if you saw it on the screen. It's convenient.
Jennifer, are you there?
Yeah. Why are you
I
not
arrived
on
at the
Twitch,
location.
Wolf?
It's that place with the yellow walls. Similar to Josh's at the beginning of the tape.
Great, Nicholas. Now be very careful.
I know what it
Remember
was.
that this place can be hostile. You don't know for sure what you might find. And just in case, avoid going in your chairs too. Good luck.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Camera lag. There you go. Okay, no more bobble. No. 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 Nope. Nope. Come on, man. Dude, that was a good movie. There's some times where it's pretty creepy. How'd you like it? Gotta figure out how to make it through here. Each sector holds a number inside of it. Piece of the code you seek. The order of sectors reveals the sequence of numbers. Wander with purpose. Blah, blah, blah. It was okay. I think it should have been more creepy. And it's creepy, don't get me wrong, but should have been more creepy. Turn out light. Yeah. I hear you. Sucks. What the fuck? Sparkling gnomes. That right there, sir, is creepy. God damn, that's creepy. Especially in the dark, I bet. Oh, looking for a code? Place is huge. That's what she said. Chairs. I am 40. I'm 40 next Saturday. Yeah, I'm older than you. Oh, is that right? Wolf is 54. September. Oh, okay. I actually forgot. 53, 53, 43, 33. It doesn't matter. Close enough. Where am I going? am I doing? Yeah, good point. Get off that fucking amount of slop on Facebook lately. Oh my gosh. It's a chair. Yeah. Sure. Or that's what we tell ourselves because we're old. We're all old. Yeah. Oh. Well, I don't know. I didn't delete you. Man, it's always so awkward. You get like, someone that's obviously super young, It doesn't bother me. I'm just saying like my view of the world is much different. And then they're always asking you, "Oh, play this," and you don't want to play it. And you're new to streaming and so you don't know what to do. I do have to. 2 or 3, something like that. Of yellow walls. Secrets are guarded well. The key to your freedom lies in fragments scattered across this forsaken realm. Each sector holds a number inside of it. A piece of the code you seek. The order of sectors reveals the sequence of numbers. Wander with purpose. Observe. Yeah, you can just send it to me if you want. I know I'm supposed to open this, I think. I remember this going... Gosh. I remember... Oh, what happened? I remember doing this last time. I can't remember what I did, though. To get those numbers. Because it goes dark. You... Maybe the chair? Like this is number 1? 1? Okay. Well, let's go take a look at this. It don't make sense to me. This shows one chair. Yeah, how that could be a number. Got a better idea. For some reason that code sticks in my head. Gonna let you out there, buddy. How did I know? Oh my gosh. That's my impression of pirate software. Hold on a second, guys. For some reason, I just thought of something. Jeez, I'm pro.
Nicholas, are you listening?
Yes.
I've just been told that SCP-173 was in containment in the back rooms. With you turning off all the power to the place, he's been released too. Be very careful. He only moves when you're not looking at him.
Oh, shit. That's a problem. In the dark, it'll be even worse. Thanks for the warning, Jennifer. I'll be careful.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. There's a way I can trap him. What do I do? Where's he? Oh my God, Jesus. Okay, I guess we're not getting out that way. Even go. That looked weird. Eh. Oh my gosh. Don't know. See you over there. I have no idea where I'm going. Nah, well. Just so creepy. Just great. Alrighty.
Jennifer, are you there? I arrived at the location. It's that place with the yellow walls. Similar to Josh's at the beginning of the tape.
Great, Nicholas. Now be very careful. Remember that this place can be hostile. You don't know for sure what you might find. And just in case, avoid going in your chairs too. Good luck.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Nicholas, are you listening?
Yes.
I've just been told that SCP-173 was in containment in the back rooms. With you turning off all the power to the place, he's been released too. Be very careful. He only moves when you're not looking at him.
Oh,
My God.
That's a problem. In the dark, it'll be even worse. Thanks for the warning, Jennifer. I'll be careful.
I'm gonna do this. Yeah. I know. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Yeah, that's right. Right way. Think I am. Gonna kill me. His idea was to do this. Stupid. Fuck is he? An idea. Jesus Christ! Blame it on Banish. She said it was bedtime. Oh. She didn't? Jerk. Oh, there he is. It's out here making things up. Yum. I got a bunch of burgers. I've been eating nothing but cheeseburgers. Those a couple days. Let's see. Is he gone? I think we're just walking in circles. Yep. Seven. You get. Jesus Christ. What? I don't need. Oh my gosh. I don't need the number now. Think about.
If you smell beavers.
For some reason, I'm not able to hear those. Well, as long as you heard it. Right? You. Fuck you, guy. Fuck you, guy. Guy. I don't even know what to do anymore. I don't even know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. Over here, I guess. Sure, he's right behind me. I just can't see him. Go. If he kills me, I'm done. So. Okay. All I remember is that I think I was supposed to follow these. Gonna show up anytime now. There he is. See him? Doing it this time. Maybe not. You gonna follow me? Nice. It was nice of him. die. Just in case. What the? What's that? He'll fall. I got a feeling he's still here. No, I don't remember that. Please, for the love of God, don't kill me. Oh. Oh, elevator, guys. Relief and a no. We're not alone in this place. The shadows whisper secrets of forgotten realms and hidden truths. This tree, a lone sentinel in the void, stands at the gateway between what is seen and what is hidden. Beware the echoes that drift through the halls. They are remnants of those who came before. When you're in the dark, the flashing lights will guide you here again. Okay, so I figured right. Flashing lights, good. No flashing lights, bad. Jerk. Go down the slide. Wanna go down the slide? Look how good. Oh, man, that would have been totally radical. Can I also say, what the fuck were we thinking in the 80s and 90s? Thinking this was cool? What the fuck were we thinking? Some of the stuff is cool. Like, that's kind of cool. But we didn't have this. We definitely had this. Let me ask you guys, what does this remind you of right here? Just this strip. If you saw this, where would you be going? Pool room's neutral? No. No. There's a place, if you saw that design, you were either in, well, you were either the movies or where all the food plaza. Although the movies was more like a dark and red squiggly lines and triangles and you know what I mean? That Regal Cinema design. They don't even have it, do they? Trying to look for the design. It was like a it had triangles and circles and like a dark red squiggly line to, I don't know. Maybe I'm smoking crack. But that design, that would definitely be like, remember the white cups with the blue squiggly lines on them and shit? They still have them today, but. No, it always gives me good memories of when I was a kid. Baseball fields. always amazing memories. Big League Chew. Going to get some Gatorade. Playing some baseball. Man. Holy fuck. Those are the days. Pitcher and first baseman. Played a little bit of football. Which is probably why I'm retarded. Doing here? Didn't I come in this way? No? Okay. Were you more fucked up then or now? Oh, then for sure. Cool. No mall would ever afford something like this. So it was like oil money, you know? Oh. Oh. Okay. You know, the pool room was neutral. I'm always watching you. I'm always watching you. Safe and I'm fine. Help. Lost memories. Help. We almost there. I don't want to end up alone. Where did they get my bedroom wall? How did they get my bedroom wall in here? Is that a good joke? Did you laugh? That was pretty funny.
Hello, Jennifer?
Jennifer.
Nicholas,
Jennifer's
are you
going to be
okay?
here.
For now,
Oh.
yes. I've just passed a water park, but no Josh yet. No clues. I went down a slide and ended up inside a supermarket. Although
Uh-oh.
after
I
using a
remember this
dimensional
one.
elevator, I don't think anything impresses me anymore.
Right. We don't recommend you consume anything from this place. It's not reliable.
No problem, Jen. Thanks for the tip. I'll get in touch if I can.
Good luck.
I remember this. I remember getting this far. I don't like this part. I hate it. It's like the lights go out and then you have to sneak around. Because there's a monster in here. I might have to play something different. Maybe I did play through this already. Yep. See, I remember. See these? There will be number. Gonna wear boots or something, man. Jesus. 8, 4, 6, 7. Six, 7. Three, 7, 6. 4, 6, 7. 3, 7, 6. 467-376. 467-376. Yay, because that's wait, what? Seven. Oh wait, three. Yeah, wait. 467 467 376. Damn it. So I'm guessing the fourth number. Wait, what? That doesn't even make any sense. How does that make sense? Okay. Well, you have yourself a good night. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play something else. I don't like this game. Oh, that's why. Hold on a second. I'm gonna disconnect for. Maybe I'll keep it on. Screw it. The play. What do I play? We just chatting. Oh, nice. There you go. I just gotta see what this is all about.
This alpha male fitness influencer is already sitting in jail facing multiple felony charges, but now
Why are like all YouTubers that get a following end up going like getting
former
in some kind of
employees
trouble?
and people who claim they work behind the scenes are making allegations that could raise even more questions about how he built his multi-million-dollar coaching business in the first place. Because it's safe to say things are looking bad for Wes Watson, but now somehow they're looking worse. Because unfortunately, Wes is no stranger to this channel. Over the last few years, we've covered the gym assault case, the civil lawsuits, the bizarre social media meltdowns, and then of course the domestic violence allegations that land him right back behind bars. Shut the up. As far as it comes to ruining your own life, this guy is literally a professional. And the irony here is the dude's a life coach. Who in their right mind would ever want to take life advice from this guy, let alone pay for it? But unfortunately, what
I've always told people is do everything I did, but do the opposite.
A lot of people did. But before
I know everything not
we
to
get
do.
into this, a quick disclaimer here. A lot of what we're talking about today comes from the reporting from the YouTuber John Bravo, who we've also talked about here on this channel before, in a positive way, because his stuff is great. But according to him, he's now spoken to a bunch of former employees and people who were a part of Wes Watson's inner circle. Some of these claims have not been independently verified, and as of right now, we're talking about allegations, not criminal charges. But considering that John Bravo has been on top of covering the updates for Wes Watson, I still think it's really relevant to include what information he's found. But regardless, if you watched my previous videos on Wes Watson, you probably noticed the thing that never really made sense. The dude was living like a movie villain. Mansions, Bugattis, high-end Lambos, Rolls-Royce.
And why would you give all that up?
Like everything. Security guards following around and posting up randomly in his videos just to make themselves seem apparent. These things aren't cheap. So how in the world was he affording all this? Well, everyone was
scamming,
essentially saying coaching, because apparently thousands of people were paying him every single month for fitness advice, mindset coaching, and access to his programs. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of people who make good money selling courses and coaching. That's
oh my god, you don't need a coach.
Nothing new. But Wes's lifestyle always seemed excessive.
Like even my dumbass was able to go from literally the streets to owning my own place, being at the same job for over 5 years, well, about 5 years, and moving cross country. You don't need a life coach.
A little bit beyond the typical Miami LARPer, especially when you actually watch how he interacted with some of the people paying him. Because according to recordings that have surfaced over the years, some of those coaching calls weren't exactly what you would expect from someone charging these insane prices. Because instead of encouragement or mentorship, a lot of the clips people were sharing showed Wes screaming at clients, insulting them, cutting them off, and genuinely treating paying customers like they personally ruined his day simply by existing. And that's where,
well, he probably got more money out of doing that, so why not keep doing it? He's probably like me, where like every small little thing pisses you off. There's so many little things that drive me crazy. I'm one of those people that I don't hold on to anything. I just say it, you know, which is usually bad.
A lot of these new allegations start because according to John Bravo's reporting, several former insiders claim that Wes's business may have been operating very differently behind the scenes. The claims range from questionable billing practices all the way to allegations that, I mean, if they're true, they would be way more serious. And in my first video I ever made on Wes, if I remember correctly, I did point out the fact that there were allegations that people paid for coaching calls from him and some other dude showed up. Like, what? So essentially with his fitness business, Wes offered personal coaching calls, but he either constantly reschedules or puts the calls on his staff. But then you have that whole weirdness at his most recent deposition, you know, the one he had right before he got arrested again. In that case, the lawyers ask what his company is, and Wes says, it's a fitness coaching business, online coaching and training. Then Wes says there's currently no people employed but him. But then he started stumbling and mentioned that he had 2 employees before, but he couldn't really remember who they were. He said, I had 2 guys that were employed, Kurt Gagarin and Julian I forgot his last name. And I'm pointing this out to say consistently through the reporting on Wes Watson, there's always been a big question mark next to how his businesses ran and who was even working there. But before we get into the allegations themselves, I think it's important to understand the basic question that got people looking into this in the first place. How did this guy actually make so much money? Because we're talking about a guy who built an entire online persona around being richer than everyone else. Every video was about money, every rant was about money, every argument somehow turned into a speech about how much more money he has than them, and therefore they should sit down and just listen to him.
I'm Wes Watson. Everybody knows who I am.
But now he's sitting in a jail cell waiting for trial for multiple felony cases. People are starting to take a little bit better look at where he was actually making his money from. And according to the people speaking with John Bravo, the answer may be a lot more complicated than he sold coaching programs. Because let's start with what the customers were supposedly paying for in the first place. Because some of the coaching calls that have surfaced are definitely interesting, to put it lightly. There's something else. Like, if you've never seen anything from Wes before, and
I hate people like that are like, I have so much more money than you. It's like, well, technically you didn't really work for it. You swindled someone out of it. What makes you even worse, it doesn't make you better than anybody. It just makes you a piece of shit.
in a way you're kind of blessed, but also you might assume that people were just paying for personalized fitness plans or something like that, but instead, no. Some of the recordings that have surfaced paint a very different picture. And I mean, to be fair, some people do like Wes's approach. This is why these like alpha male LARPing boot camps get sold out all the time, where you essentially have some dude screaming at you in the mud and he's like shooting a garden hose in your face, and it's all for,
I am your coach. You owe me, I think it's $3,000 this month. I haven't yelled at you yet, but I will.
I don't know, to learn mental toughness or something like that. It doesn't make sense. People pay.
I will say, I think everyone should go through boot camp. At least just boot camp. I'm telling you, man, when they tear you down and then they bring you back up and then it's nothing new. They've been doing that for probably thousands of years at this point. It's not like some kind of, new thing. Tearing people down and bringing them back up. Everyone, they've been doing that since humans could speak. Too old for boot camp?
Like $2, $3, $4, $5,000 to essentially get bullied by men who they think are more successful than them. But Wes's whole brand was essentially built around tough love. He wasn't trying to be your therapist. He wasn't trying to be your friend. He was the guy yelling at people to get off the couch and take responsibility for their lives. And that's, I guess, what attracted a lot of people in the first.
Yeah, but you have to do it a certain way. Like, you can't just say, get off your couch and take responsibility for your life. You don't just say that. You have to, there's certain ways that you have to. I'm going to be so angry if they don't release another one. Nobody's talking about this one. They should be uploading another one. I swear to God, if people have already forgotten about it, I'm going to be so mad.
Place to Wes Watson. And yes,
my next ghost hunting. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I was supposed to go to a friend's girlfriend's house. She says it's haunted. I've been putting it off because I don't want it to be awkward if I get there and there's nothing there. I don't know. I want to go soon, though, because it seems like it's going to be a nice summer.
Obviously, there's like 80 billion layers of irony here about Wes Watson being the person yelling at people to take responsibility in their own lives. And meanwhile, Wes is in the current situation that he's in. But you could easily argue that there's a big difference between being, blunt and direct and just treating paying customers like garbage. And some of these calls are honestly very hard to listen to.
People come through my funnel and they do this. So you're trying to coach others. Yes, I'm trying to coach others. You should have said that.
I guess what I am starting to realize now, what my most recent breakthrough I've had mentally is that
Yeah, it's always these kind of guys too. And
I see how it's
it's all good.
possible
I get
to
it.
actually
Whatever.
make more than just like a salary job to actually get.
He's trying to say he wants to coach. It's taking him this long to say he wants to make money online.
I think he's saying he'd like to just make more. He'd like to make money that he could earn himself instead of relying on a salary. I don't.
You piece of you.
Imagine paying a dude like $2,000 and he just verbally
$2,000?
insults you. I mean, this is actually a this is a heist. Come on, guys. Also, it's like, what are we trying to make an inception of just providing like zero value to society? It's like, hey, I want to be a coach, so I'm gonna pay multiple thousands of dollars to another coach to learn how to coach other people and get other people to buy my course. I mean, we live in fast.
Yeah, I could start do a pretty good job at bitching. I don't know about yelling, but I can bitch for sure. I think he does that for like, I think half of his customers could be people trying to start a new channel, and so they want to make a video on it or something. I don't know. People do weird
times. It just seems like everyone wants a shortcut, which is how so many people get sucked into paying for this info space. And I'm not saying it's like all info is bad. I mean, there are actually like really good information out there, but like the high ticket like info space is just so scammy in so many ways. I mean, paying $2,000 for a coaching call like this, it's just there's very few cases where it'll actually help you. But you know, aside from this being kind of funny as an outsider of this call, the thing that did stand out here is the fact that like the guy on the call is just trying to explain what he's struggling with, and instead of helping him, you know, what he's paid to be doing right there, he just screams at him. Dude's essentially being paid thousands of dollars and he's just sitting there frustrated the guy isn't answering fast enough, which is kind of ironic because if somebody pays you for coaching, isn't figuring out what they're trying to say literally a part of that job? Like, imagine you're hiring a math tutor and 5 minutes into the session,
it's not.
No. I'm not gonna leave because I'm paying.
So shut the f up real quick. Shut up. Shut the
other
right now. Shut up. Listen, mother.
Yeah, definitely. I think some of these people are trolling him or doing it for content. There's no way. And I bet that he deals with a ton of people and he eventually just gets so angry of getting talked back to that he's kind of like, dude, if people talk over me, I really get angry. Like, that's one of the few things that can actually make me angry is someone constantly talking over me. You know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's the steroids and he's got a small dick. I don't know.
Hey, you're 48. You're acting like a... I don't know how to figure out macros. Go figure it out.
That's why you're being paid.
Your ass up. Do you think this is wasting our time? I hit you.
He's drunk. That's what it is. Did you see that? I saw it in the first one. I thought it was just a camera glitch. Watch his eyes.
Do you think this is wasting our time? I hit you so hard.
Yeah, he's trashed. He's drunk.
To help me out.
Shut your out to you to help me out. You know I've smacked this
app.
Shut right now.
His eyes are droopy. Yeah, he's drunk.
I am just kind of convinced this was a crazy heist. Essentially, he somehow finessed his life to where he was getting paid thousands of dollars per hour to just scream at people and ego trip on call. Again, we live in fascinating times to enable behavior like this, but hey, But I guess this is where the story starts moving away from just, you know, complaints about coaching calls into more serious stuff. Because according to Bravo, the former insiders he spoke with weren't just talking about rude phone calls. No, they were talking about how the money was actually being collected.
And he told me that the reason why his membership numbers are so high was because of the amount of people that never even noticed they're still getting charged, and they didn't even remember to cancel. Because think about it, a lot of these people signed up for that $47 a month plan, and they never even noticed it was still on their credit card statements. Think about it. How many times do you look at your credit card statement and not even
I notice.
look through every charge? Some people don't notice this. Now, this is the account that Wes Watson used for his company. And all the money from all these signups would
Can you imagine being able to look at your account and see that every day?
come into this account. And from here, he would disperse it in crypto, BlackRock, other investments, and of course cash, because we see him how he loves to spend all this cash on his behavior.
Okay, so if that's true, massive. So obviously this is where things go from bad to very bad, because there's a massive difference between running a coaching program that charges crazy prices to running a coaching
You do if you had that much money.
program that you can't cancel.
Do the
So
same thing.
even after people are saying, hey, I'm canceling my membership, I don't like this program, I don't like going on to calls and being berated by you, and he's like, yeah, sorry, the person charging you or the company that's charging you, it can't cancel, so you're just going to be paying me forever. He didn't say that. He would say the company he had the app set up through was effing up. No, he did actually say that. Yeah, no, literally. So So essentially it's like, well, my payment processor, they said they can't cancel you. Sorry.
Instead of him canceling their membership, he keeps on renewing it without their permission, even after they told him to stop. I realized right away I was on the 3-month program, and every time it would expire, he would keep renewing the membership, and I would reach out to him, and he would say that the company he had the app set up through was f***ing up and not canceling the membership. I got for $1,500 total by this guy.
I got effed out of $1,500 total by this guy. You know, a few thousand times 1,500 and more. Because I mean, the guys who are racking up the coaching calls, that's for like over 1,000 per call, I think, if I remember correctly. What a heist. And apparently this wasn't a one-off issue either. This was happening with a whole bunch of people. And obviously a lot of people spend a bunch of money on subscriptions they don't even use. But the problem is when you notice it and you're trying to stop it and cancel it, the charges are actually supposed to stop. So I don't know what's going on here, but according to some former customers, they're saying that didn't always happen. And one former client claimed that he repeatedly tried to cancel and he kept getting renewed anyway. So now, if that was the extent of the allegations, we'd basically be talking about a messy subscription dispute. But apparently the former insiders went a whole lot further than that. And the next claim is by far the most serious one in the entire video.
They told me he started putting in charges on credit cards from clients from the past. He's got a gun in the house, and he's been banging credit cards from old clients. Then I told him he's using their credit card numbers? No way. Dude. And then he says he's been charging old clients' cards. How do you think he's paying for all this? How could these people not notice this shit, right? But now, finding this new piece of information out, it explains it all. When a charge is put in a payment processor, there's a field called a descriptor. And in that field, you can write whatever you want for the charge. So instead of it saying Wes Watson Fit like it should, he made it say Macy's, Costco, Walmart, whatever the hell he wanted. So these people are sitting there thinking these are real charges on their cards when it's actually Peggy on his computer.
Oh my God. Dude, you are so fucked.
Changing the description so they won't ever know it's coming from him. What kind of was that?
Dude, I'm like kind of like stun locked from that information.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Thank you.
I mean, I knew Wes Watson was a complete moron, but this takes the cake I mean, if this is true, I think there's going to be a few more felonies now. Bravo to John Bravo for uncovering this. Just imagine being a life coach actively committing credit card fraud on your own customers that you're supposed to be coaching. At this point, he's just a bad decision coach. If you follow and do what Wes Watson did in his life, you'll just end up in prison. But multiple sources here said they were actually being charged after they believed their memberships had been canceled. But the bigger claim involved how many of these charges allegedly appeared on customers' statements. So certain charges were allegedly processed using descriptions that obviously didn't match Wes Watson's business. So the fact that he was masking charges as like Macy's or Walmart, that's insane. Now, obviously you could argue, wouldn't people notice this? Well, a lot of people probably would, but I mean, if you're spending thousands of dollars to get in calls with Wes Watson, you might not be noticing a $200 charge here and there. That's kind of what's crazy. But then obviously he was flexing and presenting himself as a person that had a few thousand people paying him every single month. Now, did he have that big of a number because essentially no one could ever cancel it? Was that the case here? Kind of seems like it. I don't know though. Because I mean, honestly, after seeing the calls, after seeing all the reviews, it never really added up why those subscription numbers were so high. Because according to these allegations, a large chunk of these people could have been paying even though they stop participating. And that changes the whole conversation around this. People tend as much cash as possible, built on the idea that I became successful.
Wow.
I can see them.
I am much more inclined now than I was when I made Close Encounters to really believe that we're not the only intelligent civilization in the universe.
What did you steal?
Secrets. People have a right to know the truth.
This is a story about us. All of us.
Good morning, Kansas City.
Up against the most extraordinary event in human history.
What's happening to me? I'm frightened. I'm frightened out of my wits.
You don't need to be. You have someone else.
Daniel Kellner.
Who is this?
Do not go back to the house. They found you. I don't know who you are, but they're gonna kill you.
The human race cannot accept what we know. We need to stop it any way we can.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Oh, I can't wait.
Your cover-up of the truth has to end.
We're interrupting our coverage.
How will disclosure change us? I believe for the better. It will remind us of our capacity for empathy, and that there is something bigger out there than just ourselves. And that there is something bigger out there than us. I believe for the better. It will remind us of our capacity for empathy, and that there is something bigger out there than just ourselves.
The only way to know your purpose is to go back to where it all began. I know you.
I know you too. What happened to us?
I used to say to myself, wouldn't it be wonderful if all of this turned out to be true? I'm now thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful for people to know
they're coming?
All of this is true.
disclosure day.
What if this was a way of them telling us that it's all real, that it's true? Think about that. A day before my birthday. How weird is that? For me, it is anyway. Man.
Go wrong. Hey. Well, just saying. It's a cliche. Wait, the target stopped.
Hearken! The pulse rain shall cease! In the name of the Father!
Stellar Blade Blood Rain.
They did say they were going to focus on story more for the second one, didn't they?
Okay, I don't know if it's me or her, but
nice if we could see it, though.
It's probably me.
Avert my eyes.
A constant reminder of your mission. Destination to
Does
defeat
it
your
look
enemy.
good? Does
You'll
it
need
look
a
good,
fighting
chat?
chance, and that starts with your trusted allies. At long last,
What
with
would
the
you rate
world
it out of
teetering
10
on a
so
blade's
far?
edge, everyone assembles a.
This is the weirdest. Sorry, this is for those of you who are just tuning in. I have to
See.
avert my eyes because we haven't finished.
Let's get some fucking darts in.
Hanging in the balance. The planet
No.
itself
I shouldn't
has
say that.
unleashed
I
its
should say when I
last
start
Outfits is-
streaming.
Wait, that was a
I
move.
think it's because I feel like I feel obligated to it's like I don't know how to describe it. I don't want.
You know, I feel like I miss every single opportunity as a YouTuber to open a video with one of those dramatic sighs. You know, the thing that YouTubers do whenever they're about to do a public apology or when they're about to talk about something that impacts them personally, like the subject matter of this particular video. But I can never actually bring myself to do the sigh, let alone leave it in while I'm editing, because it's so fake and ridiculous and absurd. And it's honestly something that I've made fun of countless times, not just on this channel, but in my personal private life. But today we do have some heavy subject matter. Today I do want to talk to you guys about something that has been weighing on me since February of this year, and that is the fact that Sinclair Media, one of the largest media companies in the United States of America, who actually has a presence in 40% of the households in this nation through their ownership of multiple local news affiliates across this country, has decided to file legal action against me, sue me for copyright infringement, due to the fact that I covered a local news segment on Abigail Spanberger proposing 40 plus new tax increases, again, back in February of this year. Now, a little bit of behind you guys might be familiar with. This is not an Ethan Klein versus Matt Hosniak or whatever the hell that guy's last name is situation where it ended up in federal court from the jump. They actually ended up filing this venue meant to essentially address copyright claims, and the case that was filed against me was filed under what is called a smaller claims designation, meaning that if I decided to fight the case in that particular venue, I would only be subject to a judgment of up to $5,000 with a couple of caveats, but again, for the purposes of this conversation, up to $5,000. Now, of course, I would be judged in this particular case by a tribunal of 3 judges that are supposedly experts on the issue of copyright, and I would not actually need to hire an attorney in the same way that I would if I were to fight this out in federal court. Again, if I chose to meet the charges in that particular venue, because if I were actually served, it would have been on me to decide if it was more advantageous to fight the case there or to opt out, thus challenging Sinclair Inc. to sue me in federal court, which of course would have exposed me to much more financial loss, but maybe strategically that might have been a better advantage for me. And the reason I'm being a bit ambiguous about this is because I don't want to reveal what I actually would have done if push came to shove, but the mere fact that I had a less financially damaging option on the table, in my opinion, means that crowdfunding, even if I thought this met the threshold for me to engage in that nonsense, was completely off the table, because once again, I would be making a choice to assume more risk, and it's immoral, in my opinion, for me to shift that risk onto you guys out there in the audience. But also, there's something else that's absolutely crucial, and I'm gonna get a little bit personal right now. I'm not trying to get too emotional or anything of the sort, but this is something that you guys have heard me talk about on this channel before, here and there, when these kind of things come up. But basically, through different periods of my life, I've been broke, and I've been in some real crappy situations due to the fact that I had no money. I have talked about this before, but a couple of years before I was a YouTuber, I had found out that a relative of mine who did not live in the same state as me was actually in hospice care. And for those of you who are unaware, hospice is where they put you before you die. And I was so broke at that moment in time that I couldn't afford a plane ticket. And the family members that were dealing with that directly in the state where that was occurring, they were also financially strained due to medical bills. So essentially what me and my family members in New York tried to do was jump in a car and drive down in order to try to see this relative before he passed away. And we did not make it. And the reason we didn't make it is because we didn't have the money in order to do so. And for me, that's something that I think about a lot. I've thought about it a lot over the course of the last dozen years. And it's one of the reasons why I'm incredibly grateful to you guys out there in the audience, because you guys just watching my videos essentially provide me with the opportunity and with the lifestyle at this moment in time that something like that not only never can happen to me again, but it means that I can be the person that I needed back then and essentially make sure that nobody I care about will go without in a situation like that. And I've actually had situations where I've had friends that were struggling financially, and again, due to your support, you guys out there in the audience just watching my videos and actually allowing me to be that person, I was able to cover that for them. So for me, I've been in a much lower point in my life in terms of finances that I don't think this was too big of a risk for me to take on. I mean, there's definitely impacts. A lot of people don't tell you this, but when you have pending litigation against you, a lot of things go awry. My wife and I decided that we were going to consider looking at houses, not necessarily trying to buy something, but maybe we want to leave New York City. Again, updates in the future, potential lifestyle changes and whatnot, we'll talk about another time. And one of the things I discovered during the process is that if you want to look at homes, you need what is called a pre-approval letter to be taken remotely serious.
Why would you live in New York City? I don't. YouTubers are so dumb, bro. Your job, your channel is not promised. Like, get a decent home in a decent neighborhood and save as much as possible just in case. Make enough, like save enough if you get to the point where you can literally retire from that day forward and still be comfortable. That's worth more than anything else than living in New York City. And
and to see certain homes, and yeah, it's actually incredibly difficult to get that when you have to check the box that you have ongoing litigation or pending litigation against you.
yeah, so move. You should have never moved there in the first place. Oh, I want to see what he thought of Mortal Shell 2. Okay. So, what I think of Mortal Shell 2. It was good. Maybe I'll play it again. The response time sometimes for like backing up and getting out of the way, dodge was bad. It needs more combat, needs a little bit more. It really needs some work. It took me a while to figure out that some enemies you have to parry with, or I forget the word for it. You have to block it, and then what do they call that? Parlay? I don't remember. They have a name for it. It took me a while, but yeah.
But one. It's like an enrage
See how
or
far
something.
He got.
Like
Oh, he
anti-enrage
got as far as I
function.
did.
Okay, let's use this.
Look,
This
I didn't
beacon
go
here.
to that island. Nope. I went to the other island.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
But it's going to be a good game and a good story. Already a good story, in my opinion.
Polish of Gothic. Before I just stop paying attention. All right, I gotta stop. I wanted to beat that area. It annoyed me whenever I died. Okay. Someone writes it was on the White House website. Something about left-wing lunacy and he wants Trump dead. I just like I don't know why. I don't know what that is like. This tweet, great 24 hours, sent of real surreal. Here's our day, just taking matter of submission, official ruling be issued. Optimistic. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This tweet, great 24 hours, sent of real surreal. Here's our day, just taking matter of submission, official ruling be issued. Optimistic. Yeah, I mean, I don't know really if that's real. Like, I mean, there were two claims. I don't know really if that's it or not. But yeah, it seems like I didn't really miss much, did I? Just the same old usual stupid shit.
What did you think of the game?
Before I
fact, I'm going to get on there right now. on. Good. I'm actually surprised how big the demo is. Sorry. Whoops. There you go. Jesus Christ. Hopefully. I had no idea that was oh. That video.
Harbinger.
Those nice. It protects them. Where is the thing? Where's this? Slayer seal. Grants glorious powers. Sidearms will deal. Okay. Thank you for telling me. I don't know what that is. And I don't know why it's on my screen. Because that's supposed to be... What? What the fuck? How is that on my screen right now? Everything is off. There it is. Okay. Fuck me. Thank you for telling me. Holy shit. I didn't see that. So,
hey, you there?
Right? Who the hell are you?
Brave ride. something nice for you.
Nice.
But I got plenty more if you got coin. Just come visit your new friend Merrick. Is it true you can bring back the dead? If they're special or something?
Yeah.
I'll take that as a yes.
The shop's a mess right now, but give me some time and I'll have it sorted. Anyway, come back soon.
Oh. Okay, he's not ready.
Eggbringer. Harbinger. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Milos. I'm not sure I want to tell you.
No thanks. You keep talking. Finally, an elevator that actually goes fast. Oh, I was about to say. Yeah. That never happens, right? Radical, dude. Hearthstones. Cool. All right, where am I going? So I'm going from what, here? I thought I already went here, and there's nothing. So I guess. Boy, oh boy. Oh, you made it. Yeah, right? This shit takes forever. All right, I won these trials. There was about 6 guys that I had to beat. See, that's why I didn't want to come here. I gave him a mushroom. Another one? Thank you. Jesus Christ, Gorf. Yeah, can't go down there. See, that's why I didn't want to go here. There's nothing here. Playtest, I can't go past there. Us? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Dude. Like I said, dodging really needs some work. See, I pressed dodge. I dodged. 100% dodged. And it doesn't dodge. I should have went to that beacon. I forgot. Son of a bitch. Hopefully oh, good. Okay. Wait. Where's all my stuff? Why am I starting out with nothing? No shell. Fuck, man. Dude. See? What is with the fucking dodging system? You have to dodge like a second before he even reaches for you. Okay. Like, now. See that? There's like a 0.8 second. It's crazy. There's a small delay, but it's just enough to get you fucked up. And do as much damage as I wanted. Oh my god. Definitely. Okay, I didn't dodge that. Last one. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. By the way, I'm supposed to have a shell. I don't know what happened to my shell. A set of armor. Yeah, that's supposed to be on me. I don't know why it's not. Where's my armor? Did I accidentally take it off? Shells. None. I don't know, dude. Where is he? Oh. Wow. It's almost like you, dude. I'm sorry. It is the dodging system. I am telling you, man. I know I'm not very good at video games, but I'm not that bad. Dude, it's horrendously bad. See if there's anything, if anybody else is saying. You are definitely not alone. The dodging in Mortal Shell feel incredibly wonky and counterintuitive compared to traditional Souls-like. A major reason it feels clunky is the input lag. Thank you. Fucking thank you. I keep saying it is input lag like a motherfucker. And it requires a deliberate presses rather than frantic mashing. And sometimes it doesn't even trigger. Thank you. Thank you. It's not just me. See, Wolf, you got me even questioning my own reality. You're gaslighting me. Gaslighter. It's not just me. That's for damn sure. Dude, it's so bad. I'm sorry, I know I keep saying it. It's so bad. Oh my gosh. So, what are you doing? Oh. I was like, what is he doing? Okay. I'm going to collect that and see if I can go further on in. And the funny thing is, when you try to do it ahead of time, sometimes it just won't do anything. That was me dodging right there, by the way. Yeah, it's so bad. Okay.
I know it was
Ooh. I hope they fix it, because this can actually be a really, really good game. I love the art. I love the story. I love the, like, everything about that is just, it's put it this way. It's so bad that it could lead me not to buy it. That's how bad it is. It's pointless if you can't dodge. You know what I mean? Hey, you motherfuckers. I also need to remember I can dodge or parry. 3 offerings needed. Well, I got 3 right here, buddy. Come here, bitch. Take that accordion, stick it up ace. I'm sure they'll fix it, you know. They would be retarded not to, you know. Why am I not gaining a shell? Wait a second. Is it because of what I'm... Where's my shell? I'm naked. Yeah, I like being naked, but this is naked. Naked. You know what I mean? I gotta cleanse it. Love the gun, by the way. Love it. This is all bone, if you didn't know. If you didn't realize, this is bone of... This is the bone of Mother. And they carved this when it came down to this planet and made a sanctuary out of it, out of Mother's bones. Oh shit. I don't know what that thing was. You like me being naked? Naked. Oh shit, he's swinging his dick. You could do that. Yep, kind of figured. Oh. Ah. So there's nothing here. So I came here for no reason. Cool. Well, that's fun.
Thorns prick, die quick.
Would you like that parry, bitch? Come here, dick face. Dick face. Are you not entertained? I'm sorry. Shit. Good. Okay. Get up! Dude, that's some bullshit. What? What? Dude, this... Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if I can do this. It's such a shame. It's such a good game. The combat, man, it needs so much work. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he didn't dodge it. I mean, I did, but he somehow got through it. I don't know. Powerful attacks? Yeah, no problem. Side powerful attacks? Nope. What? Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I can't get my shell back. You know. So I only have one life. That's it. Just one life, because for some reason, his shell is not showing up. I don't know if that's a bug. See how I can't get my shell back? It says 0%. Each enemy that you kill, you're supposed to be getting your shell back. Well, as you can see, it is not, in fact, going back. Lord. I didn't use a shotgun because
Prepare to be purified.
Oh, right through the wall. Wonderful. Okay. Good on good.
Beware the serpent's kiss.
If I could just get my coin back, I'd be fine. Okay, so I got my stuff back. I need to go back, though. I'm not ready to cleanse it yet. I want... Oh, no. I have to? Shut up. Are you serious? matter what, I have to beat him. You fucking assholes. Oh, man. What am I gonna do? Oh, you trade it. Okay. Seals. Oh. Actually, no, I don't like hardened. No. You gotta time that right. No. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
I want blood. I want
Nice. Although, of course, now I'm getting poison damage. Awesome. And I'm gonna keep getting poison damage until, okay, good. Dude. Now you're not... Why are you not blocking? Block! Dude! Look, he's not blocking. Oh my god. What is wrong with this game? Oh, there we go, I guess. Dude, get out of the fucking way. How much life do you have left? Gosh. Dude. Fucking A. I was about to say. Look how much life I have left, dude. Oh, shit. Dude, if I made it... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm... You motherfucker. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wasn't paying attention. Should have paid attention. Fair enough. You got me. Got me. Fair and square. Okay. I need my mortal shell. Okay. I have to do it again. Still there, Wolf? You still watching me get my ass kicked? Just curious. Because if you're not, I can tell you later that I kicked ass. Lord. Shit. Nice. That's what I'm looking for. Okay.
Flame, guide me.
Fucking little bitch! Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, you motherfucker. Motherfucker. There goes two of them. Awesome. Just awesome. Just like that. Two of them. All because of some piece of shit, low-level piece of garbage. Ah, I'm so irritated. Doing? What are you doing? Oh, keep hitting the same guy. He started attacking boxes. You have an enemy in front of you. If I'm hitting the R1 button, you're supposed to hit the guy in front of you. Oh my gosh. Wait, it is so disappointing how good and how bad it is. Let's see. How do I use that? It's so maddening how good and bad it is. It really is. Sidearms deal break damage. Some health and resolve are restored when repulsing an enemy. Well, you say that, but look, I'm hitting the... There's a bug right there. So that's cool. I can't. So I have to put this one back so I can dodge. I need to get rid of these boxes so I have a place to back up. Oh, I don't want to fight this guy again. His health bar doesn't even show up. Gosh. There goes the last one. Wonderful. Get out of the way, bro. Oh my god. This game is gonna make me lose my mind. Lose my fucking mind. Again, we'll do it again live. We'll do it again live. Fuck it. We'll do it again live. Okay. I mean, wait, I don't have to beat these guys. Well, I guess I do. At least him. Shit.
Embers reveal truth.
The other guy. Good. All right. Good so far. If I can bait that other guy to come out. I need full health. All my bullets to fight that guy because, you know, everything's fucked up. God. Piece of shit. Just made me use one. Is that their goal? Huh? Is that your goal, you son of a bitch? Got him. Okay. I'm telling you, that's... Alright. I got an idea. I'll use this. And then when I have to dodge him, I'll switch back. Oh shit, he's gaining health back. Over here. Shit! Dude, what the fuck? Get up. Bro, I'm What's that thing? Fuck. What is that? What? What the fuck is this? Really? Dude, this game is crazy. I can't do it anymore. I did what I could. Game is fucking ridiculous. Where's this going to? E? It's not. Okay. Now what? Now what's up with I might just end up two months ago? Jesus. All right, I think I'm gonna go. See you later, buddy.